Hi, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with Irma the other day, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you can do to potentially increase your traffic online and build up that customer base. So, without further ado, let me get started. You guys are doing a lot. You're doing really well. You're ranking very well in Orlando, which is, I did look at roofing companies Orlando. You're not on the first page there, but you're on the first page and really pulling in traffic and almost every other, really major volume keyword for Orlando. So I'm not going to really focus more on Orlando. I'm just going to focus on like 2 or 3 things that you can do to potentially increase traffic in all your areas. So, um, one, let's talk about my first tip is about conversions, right? So you have the request a free quote here at the top. You have your information there at the bottom. The one thing I would say is that a virtual chat might be a good way to increase conversions, and adding those phone numbers here at the top might also help. Your location services. A lot of people don't necessarily come below this top area. So if you give people a really easy way to contact you outside of going to your contact page, like, phone number, phone number, phone number, phone number, maybe an email, virtual chat, as well as the request a free quote, you're giving them a lot of different ways in which to contact you right away. So it may or may not help with conversions, but you know, typically if you have a way to call people, if you have a way to text, to send an email, all those things come into play as people kind of do different things. So, um, one thing I did notice is, I mean, you have like a million reviews practically, so you're doing really well there. But I did see that you guys were kind of in third, and I'm not sure 100% why you're in third versus second and first. I do see that these guys have been in business longer, but you're destroying them in reviews. The only other thing I would say is, maybe make sure you're posting quite often. I see that you had a photo uploaded 2 days ago. I'm not sure how often you're posting from there. I would say you want to post 3 or 4 times a week. um, that might go into play and kind of have you show up a little bit faster and quicker. My second tip really would just be to continue to build this up and maybe run ads. A lot of times when you're running ads, you can pull in additional traffic for the people that click on the first thing they see, right? Because you are pulling in traffic there. Not sure how much. Usually, the most traffic comes in this first spot, and you are, typically pulling in traffic from the organics for different things in Orlando. But pulling in an ad or running an ad, whether it be a local ad here as a Google guaranteed company or a Google ad, will definitely go far in helping you, pull in more traffic that way. So that would be my second tip, is to really, post here, try to get this Google business profile to the top, and then, run ads. My third tip would just be to build up these location pages. So, you're doing well with Orlando, but when it comes to like Tampa and Fort Myers and Tallahassee, if I look at where you're at here, like say I put Tampa in right here and where you're at, like the highest you are at is the second page. You're on the third page here for Tampa roofer. Just not really high, pretty high. The same thing with Fort Myer. Um, Oops, let me change that. Fort Myers. The same thing for Fort Myers. Like you're just, third page, like not really high enough to get traffic. The same thing with Tallahassee. Oops, one too many E's. Again, just not really high enough. And how you really get higher there, make sure you're interlinking properly. Add content. Content's super important, like where you have those headings, right? Those keywords. Save photos as specific keywords. So this, let's use your logo. So this image, here instead of your web logo, it would be saved as like roofing companies, Tampa or something like that. So, really building up those location specific pages and making sure they're interlinked correctly, and backlinking those particular pages might help, and you really starting to rank for that because your site is really strong. You have a ton of do follow links. You guys have obviously put in money in this site and are doing well. So you really want to go after some of the other areas and really build that up. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. If you need more information, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is in the email. I also have a link to our Google Calendar. Myself or my business partner Jackie would love to get back to you at whatever time works for you. So with that, have a great day and God bless.